Yeah, we made it to the top. After 16 hours on plane, we arrived to the Noi Bai International Airport, located in Hanoi, Vietnam's capital city. After waiting for our luggage and for the drone I borrowed from my friend Thomas, which is by the way banned on board of Emirates. Yeah, don't be stupid as me, and if you're flying with Emirates, put it into the checked luggage. Well, back to where I was. We took a bus to the old quarter of Hanoi. From our bus stop, we needed to walk 10 minutes to our hotel. It wasn't a 10 minutes of walking, it was more like 20 minutes of walking, because the streets were full of chaos. And actually it was a national day there. But we somehow managed to cross all the streets and we arrived at our hotel. We were of course tired from the flight, but it wouldn't be us just to rest. We wanted to see the city. So we grabbed a banh mi baguette to go, and it was time to explore. Then we had a meetup with my friend Mike. He was visiting his family for a month, so we discussed that it would be cool to see each other. As I mentioned, national holiday, so the city was packed with locals. We wanted to see how the locals celebrate a national holiday, so we went to a market. This is the famous train street, but sadly we did not see any train passing by that day. So we went for an ice cream. We talked about some plans and traveling, and then it was time to say a good night and go back to our hotel. We wanted to do multiple trips in the north, so there was no time to rest, and early in the morning we went to Halong Bay. The weather in September is not optimal in the Vietnam, but this day was perfect because it was sunny. We jumped on a bus, and after 2 hours we spawned into the marina and hopped on a boat. Soon we saw the internet famous islands that looks like from Avatar. The sail trip was full of activities. First stop was on a Titop Island. I couldn't get the drone to fly, so unfortunately no drone shots from this island. Never mind, let's go for another activity, speedboat. Then we took a kayak and paddled through a cave, and this was what we saw. I mentioned that this trip was full of activities. Another beautiful place, Surprise Cave. These are the views that we were wishing to see. Sadly, our trip was over, and we went back to Hanoi. Vietnam Day 3. I wanted to see the sunrise, and what place is better for that than rooftop pool? By the way, breakfast at our hotel was amazing and it was included in the price. So we booked another trip. It was 7 AM and we hopped into this minivan and went for a new adventure. This time it was just a small group of 8 people. Our guide Doug showed us cool places in Ninh Binh.
Where do we go? Maybe she can go.
Let's start with a hike. This was my first time flying the drone in Vietnam. It was pretty scary because there was not enough space for takeoff and landing, but I just went for it. These shots, you know, they are worth it. After that, we went to the old capital of Vietnam. The culture there looked very close to Chinese culture. For example, the temples. To honor people that are buried here, locals bring food and drinks to the temples. For good luck, we prayed in front of the tomb and then went for a lunch.
Are you ready?
No.
When I finished my meal, Doug asked us, would you like to go cycling? I can't imagine saying no, because if I did, I wouldn't see these awesome views.
It's so beautiful.
Beautiful. Yeah.
This was actually my highlight from the North Vietnam. And the last activity was a boat trip on this beautiful river, Trang An. The trip was 2 hours long, which was a bit of a challenge. Sitting for 2 hours in 35 degrees, it's insane. To speed up our pace, we also have to pedal, and it was definitely better than just to sit on the boat. So this is the end of the first part of our trip to Vietnam. In the next episode, we will travel to Sapa and explore some mountains at the north and remote villages. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and see you next time.